Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today's January 22nd, 2018. Monday. Monday. Anybody got a case of the Mondays? Anyway, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been like about a week. I was very busy last week, especially towards the end of it, and I was only able to again, just give you guys the art videos and stuff like that, which again, I'm glad, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm glad you guys were able to watch and that whole thing. And my weekend was crazy busy, had a lot of fun. Enough about me, who cares? Okay, so let's talk about some touchy subjects, touchy-feely subjects, okay? The last videos that I posted up, talking about BitConnect and just talking about the whole Ponzi scheme, just talking about all kinds of shit like that, you know, some people, yeah, they like the video just like any other video that I make, but a lot of people, a lot of you guys out there were very, fired up. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't get it. So, I tried to chat with a few people online, continue the discussion and all this stuff, but it seemed like I was talking to a brick wall to some people. Others just didn't want to get it, didn't get it, this whole thing. And look, let me just, re-emphasize my opinion on this, okay? And again, I really don't care what you guys think, okay? I'm just telling you guys what I think about this whole thing. To me, unless you actually hold the Bitcoin, the Litecoin, the Dash, the Ethereum in your hands, in a hardware wallet, in some sort of wallet on your computer, whatever, but unless you actually have the coins on you, on yourself, on you, you don't have shit. And everything else, any other exchange for the most part, and again, pretty much, I say for the most part because I'm sure there's one or two out there that are good. But again, I look at always at the negative and the bad. I mean, I'm always very positive and optimistic, but just to be the realistic of everything. And the reality is, I never, even though I might get shit from an exchange, I might have bought something from Coinbase, I might have traded something here through there. At the end of the day, I always, once I'm done with my trading or my buying or my anything, I make sure to get that coins, whatever, in my possession. That's it. And if they're not in my possession, I don't own them. Now, let's just talk about BitConnect for 1 millisecond. The whole thing with BitConnect is real simple. I look at BitConnect like I look at Coinbase, like I looked at Bitfinex, like I look at pretty much any other thing out there right now, okay? At the end of the day, the old dogs in this space, okay? All we were in this space for was to change the world and, get some of these coins that, nobody knew what the fuck they were and all this other stuff, What it has turned into within the last year and a half, now again, it's turned into the whole Wolf of Wall Street thing, the penny stocks. Everybody's, trying to get to their gold rush and this whole thing. And that has created an influx of exchanges, of products, ICOs, the whole fucking shebang in order to fucking get everybody's money. But at the end of the day, what is it? I forget the Latin term, but whatever, please, buyer beware. That's all these things are. So unless you actually, you have to believe in the project. If you don't believe in the project, it's just crap. So the projects I believe in are Bitcoin, Litecoin, EOS, Ethereum, BAT, Salt, OMG. There's a few products out there, okay? But for the most part, just, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. If that's really, if you really just want to, bring it down to just a couple. And that's it. And then on top of owning those coins, own them yourself, okay? Have them on a hardware wallet, put them just somewhere. But make sure you own those coins. Do not keep them on exchange, okay? Because what happens is if you keep them on exchange, what happened with BitConnect can happen to you, okay? Mt. Gox, the same thing that happened with Mt. Gox can happen at Coinbase, can happen in Bitfinex, can happen in any one of these exchanges. And if you don't believe me, don't find out for yourself once it happens. why I'm making this video, why I'm talking about this right now is because, again, this morning or last night, I don't remember when, I saw Michael from Box Mining, and he created this video literally talking about trading bots and talking about market manipulation. And I was like, hell yeah. I'm glad he's bringing this up because, you know, me bringing this shit up, you know, it's just like a fucking, you know, crazy fuck, you know, smoking a blunt, drinking coffee in the morning. Two opposite drugs. Anyway, you know, like, why listen to me? So, you know, again, the whole thing with Michael. So when he said what he said, I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of saying. That's exactly what I was fucking thinking. That's exactly the point. And the thing is that right now we're in the stage of greed on all sides of the spectrum. So these people that have the power, the exchanges, they have all the power, you know, they have all the power, and so they again, the greed is far exceeding on their end than on your end, and they can do whatever they want. Hence the trading bots. Hey, look, you know what? Let's just talk about why they can do whatever they want. Okay, and you know, let's talk about government and why it's good and not good in some instances. So right now, there's no government regulation for the most part when it comes to the cryptocurrency space, and that allows total free market capitalism to take place. But with that comes a good and a bad. That's the good. Now the bad with that is that there's no government regulation. By no government regulation means that, again, Coinbase can shut down tomorrow, take all your money, disappear, and that's it. There's no real legal repercussions, okay, to be had there. And listen, I don't want to hear any of this shit like, oh, we can sue them, oh, insurance, all this. Look, no, listen, no. Again, if you haven't found out already, you will find out within a few minutes, okay, of anything happening to you pretty much in this country, that we have no rights, period, end of story. It's an illusion, okay? And when you find out, or when they're taken away from you, that's when you find out you really have no rights, and then that's when the fucking real snowball starts. That's when you really start going down the rabbit hole. So right now, for all you guys out there that already know what's up, I'm just telling you something that you guys have already heard over and over again and already know. Now, if you guys don't know any of this stuff, again, please listen, okay? Take everything I say with a grain of salt, but also do your own research and also really think about what I'm saying. So right now, if you constantly keep all your shit on exchanges, keep your shit online, keep your shit anywhere, it can disappear like that. Right now, I know I'm going back and forth, but right now these exchanges are already doing shady activities, okay, like Michael was saying with the whole trading bots. Now, when he's talking about the trading bots, when he's talking about the trading bots, what he really means, when it comes to all that, is that, you know, this was happening during Mt. Gox, and he's just saying, hey, it's most likely happening again. And if he says it's happening again, it's most likely happening again. And then I'm looking at it again, just from the, you know, the greed, the money, the Wall Street, the whatever that, and listen, it's happening. And I'm gonna tell you why it's happening, because as he was talking about all this stuff, he's also saying, well, look, this could also be happening in Wall Street. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, that's where it's fucking been happening, and that's the originator. The number one culprit, okay, anyway, the catalyst, okay? Yeah, they've been manipulating the markets for a very long time. Anyone in this space before even cryptos came along have known this. Anything from the manipulating of the stock market, you know, as it's going up and up and up with no volatility. The bond market, you know, who the fuck is buying them up all up? What the fuck are bonds? Again, look into that if you don't know. The gold and silver market, what has been manipulated for fucking the longest. The silver market is the longest running rigged market in the history of fucking markets, okay? And saying gold as well. They've both been crazy rigged, you know, again, through computers and bots. Alan Greenspan, thank you very much. So, you know, right now we're gonna fucking sit here and be naive enough to think that that these exchanges have our best interest, that these exchanges are not using bots, that these exchanges cannot just disappear overnight and take all our shit. And, you know, again, you deserve to lose it all. I'm not gonna fucking sit here sugarcoat it, you know, like others look, I'm sorry. I do feel sorry for fucking people that lose shit. I've lost shit. We've all lost shit. We're all in this together. But I mean, if you're listening to from warnings from me and from everybody else on what to do, and you choose not to do it, and then something happens, we cannot feel sorry for you. And this is all part of the whole fucking thing. That's it. And this is the world that we're choosing to participate in at the moment. Again, remember, all this is beta right now. So there's all kinds of things that are going to happen where we're going to lose money, gain money, lose all kinds of craziness, because there's nothing, you know, concrete yet, nothing really built yet. We're building it as we go along. And this is the exciting part of this whole thing. But at the same time, you know, what makes this so insane, you know, meaning that, like, you know, once everything is said and done, it's boring and there's no real risk. And when there's no risk, then, you know, there's nothing to really, okay? But right now, we're at the super crazy beginning, and with all this risk comes great reward. But again, you have to be able to take, you know, not just give the punches, but take the punches. And that's it. So you can, you know, do the work, do the exercise, you know, get yourself, you know, built up, you know, take your shit off the exchanges, learn how all these things go, lose a couple coins here and there by playing around with it, as opposed to one day waking up and getting knocked the fuck out, period. Why? Because you didn't train, okay? And by train, again, this has nothing to do with like, oh, well, I'm gonna buy the Tron coin, I'm gonna buy the shit coin. No, that's not. No, you're doing it all wrong. You're literally training, you know, you're doing cardio and you're about to fucking fight Evander Holyfield or Mike Tyson. Okay? That's the kind of training you should be doing, but, you know, whatever tickles your pickle. Eventually he's going to catch up to you. You can do all the cardio you want, but eventually Tyson's going to, all he needs is one punch to knock your ass out. So, yeah, and I'm not saying you can fucking take on Tyson, you know, that's not what I'm saying at all, but hey, at least, you know, build up a muscle, and hey, you know, hopefully be able to take at least 2 punches, okay, and hopefully survive, as opposed to like literally dead, okay, or at least, you know, be put out of commission where you're never going to be able to fight again. You don't want any of these things to happen. So this is where you need to educate yourselves and take this very seriously, all of this very seriously, okay? When we look at something like what happened with BitConnect, we need to look at that like a punch in the, for those of us not involved, a punch in the gut as to, oh my God, that can happen to me, okay? If you are one of the people in the BitConnect situation at the moment, don't panic, because again, when Mt. Gox disappeared or other things like that have disappeared, they just disappeared. This entity or company is trying to make right with all their customers, okay? Which is, again, these are all the things that we need to be looking at, okay? Why? Because this entity or company wants to be here for a very long time. They are a coin, they're an entity, they're a different thing. They're trying to do their own thing, okay? As opposed to, like, let's say a Coinbase, which they really have no allegiance to anyone or anything. And if we look at the whole thing with Coinbase, we've already talked about SegWit. We've already talked about the real reason as to why we have such high, you know, Bitcoin transaction prices right now. It's literally because of Coinbase not wanting to integrate SegWit. And why? And, you know, the political reasons behind this. Again, and I'm not talking about political, like, you know, Trump or Hillary. No, I'm just talking about interpolitical reasons within the Bitcoin community as to why the creator, or I mean the guy that runs Coinbase is, you know, being a little bitch, you know what I mean, to the rest of the fucking Bitcoin community, and then things like that. And so these, believe it or not, these are the things that we constantly talk about, and we're always worried about when we talk about centralization, because right then and there, Coinbase is semi-centralized. They have semi-control, and look at what they can do. If the exchange like Coinbase was literally on the blockchain and had no fucking owner whatsoever, the community, we would have already voted, okay, to push forward SegWit, aka less fees, faster transactions, and that whole fucking thing, without the need of other entities, other humans to fucking say yes, no, whatever. And that's the thing. That's the whole thing about decentralization, where when there's no government, no governing entity that gives the ultimate freedom and the freedom to the people to choose. okay? As opposed to like having just a supreme leader. That's it. It's done. Okay? So that's where we sit at now, okay? You know, this video is just you know, parental warning advisory or whatever the fuck. Protect your coins, okay? Don't let your coins talk to other shit coins. Yeah, seriously. They're bad influence. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Welcome back. It's Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. And I can't wait to, you know, hit you guys hitting me up in the comments and let's start this all over again. And I'll see you guys mañana. I already said that, but anyway, thanks again for watching.